Welcome back, guys. So this is a June update. It's the 12th of June today, and I've just come down to the plot after work to give everything a water, and it's a nice warm sunny day, so just thought I've got some bits in the polytunnel. Any bits that need a dribble, we'll give them a bit. But yeah, I'm just going to give you a run through, show you how everything's progressing. And my dad's been down here and done quite a few bits. Yeah, so let's get into it. So cucumbers are starting to grow. I've got a day up here on Saturday, and I've got a cucumber net, growing net. So we're going to install that. It kind of looks like a football net, but it's green. Comes with all the poles. So we're going to net all this area, give them something to climb up against. But they're growing well, they look good. Nice dark green leaves, looking happy. Chilies also looking happy. It is warm in here. Obviously we have the front open, but it's looking good. All the chilies are looking happy. Probably give these a quick drink just to make sure that ground stays nice and moist for them. Move the tomatoes back inside, and I'll show you why in a bit. But let's move on to these. The jungle that is Brassica Park. So carrots, aren't they just beautiful? I mean, Brassica in general have lovely leaves, but the carrot ones are really nice looking. It's a real deep pink vein that runs up the stem of the leaf. It's just a lovely looking plant, real good. Bear in mind, I mean, look at the size of these things. I planted a lot of these 45 to 60 centimetres apart, not that you'd know it. So if it seems like that is a really wide space when you are planting out your brassicas, this is why. I mean, if you look at the gap between the heart of that one and that one is a good 2 foot, but they're still touching, and they do get big. So in fact, that's the only little bit of ground left, because we have a little slug or snail in here, but for some reason just keeps attacking the same plant. The rest are completely untouched, and that is the only pest problem we've had in here. But it's just looking so good. The pathway is 2 foot wide and you can barely see it. They just look so healthy. I'm certainly not going to want for cabbage this winter. In fact, I'm actually buying a second freezer just to store a lot of this stuff in once we harvest. But I'm really looking forward for these carrots at Christmas. Incredible. I think it's safe to say they're enjoying the Brassica house. Done nothing with the strawberries yet. We've picked a load. This netting has done the business. I still would like to do something that's a little easier to access, but I've not actually thought about it. Work's been pretty manic. The blackbird, can't get near it now. We are having a little bit of insect damage, but only the ones that are touching the ground. These ones, like there, it's higher up, are absolutely fine. So I'll probably pick a few of those before I go. Runner beans starting to run. We're up at about, I don't know, 4 foot in some of them now. The squashes that we got given to us are looking pretty good. The fruit on the fruit trees are coming. Yeah, it's looking good. So during the week my dad pulled the onions. He's left some, we had some that had gone a little bit rot, so he's just left those there, and we're going to do something with this bed. These were the ones we planted last year, I'm going to say October, November. The shallots have really grown in the last few weeks. They've really put some size on. We've had a good bit of rain. Yeah, it's looking really good. I'm guessing, so Dad's done this since I've been gone. I'm guessing we've had some birds taking some raspberries. But I'm sorry, Mr. B. Yeah, something I might have to look into actually, because I'm not sure netting it like this how it works with germinating. But I mean, there's plenty of raspberries in there, so who knows? Potatoes have bounced back brilliantly. There's a few that have gone look a bit sorry for themselves. These are the first earlies, but the first 4 rows are first earlies. The first 2 rows really seem to have taken a beating with that frost. In fact, my main crop down the bottom, the last 4 rows are main crop, and now they're flowering. They look great, and they went in 2 weeks after the first earlies, and they seem to be doing a lot better. It was a bit colder. I think they were end of March, these are probably beginning of April, so maybe in future beginning of April is the time to sow. Maybe they did get the ground was just too cold for those. But we've got the cannonballs. Oh, actually, before we leave this plot, we've got our leeks, which are starting to put on a bit of size. Lost a couple odd ones here and there, but in general they're doing all right. We didn't go mad with leeks this year. We're going to give it a go, see how we get. I might next year try and like sow them in clusters, so we get smaller leeks but more of them, and see how that goes. Maybe do half and half. Cannonballs, carrots, chantenays, more cannonballs and more chantenays. So this lot was sown first, this lot was sown about 3 weeks after. As you can see, the cannonballs are significantly bigger over here, and so are the carrots, but still doing well. We're about 3 weeks behind over here. Garlic, elephant garlic. So this elephant garlic was given to us by another plot holder late last year, sort of November. And she told us we want to see it flower. We want to see the flowers on it. So this is good. And then I have to get the name of this garlic. This is one I bought from King's. So we have a King's, a deal with King's here, where we, as allotment holder, we get like an order form and we get sort of discounted stuff. So, and this was some garlic I got from our allotment order. We're starting to get some rust speckles on it. I'm not sure when this will be ready, but some of it's looking pretty girthy. I mean, let's have a look. I don't know if it's starting to bulb out yet. We can. No, so if you see there, it's not very big yet. So we've still, I imagine we're going to be looking at a July harvest, but it's starting to swell, so I should make sure that I get plenty of water on these, because this is the time that they like some water, when they're starting to swell at the root. Rhubarb. I mean, if I don't get a good parsnip out of this lot, I hope it ain't all foliage and no root. I mean, we're like 2 foot. I've actually had other plot holders come and take photos of my parsnips, because they're like, what the hell? Why? And I don't know why. I don't know why they're so, the size of them. They're immense. Oh man, I better get some good parsnips from them. So, everything is looking good. I'm going to give everything a bit of a water, not the potatoes. We've had a bit of rain. Anything that's sort of swelling up at the minute, so the onions. I know the strawberries, they like a bit of a water. I won't water the brassicas. I'm going to give everything in there a bit of a water. On our other plot, we have some sweet corn. This is a multicoloured sweet corn, so all the kernels are different colours. So we'll see. It's a fairly big area there of corn, giving it plenty of room. Hopefully not too far apart that they won't germinate, as they germinate via wind. We've changed our mind with this. We're not going to do sunflowers. I can't remember the discussion that I had with my dad exactly what we're going to put in there, but I know it's not sunflowers now. This is more main crop. Again, it's flowering. The main crop here is doing really well. We've planted some fennel and some kohlrabi, and it has started to come up. But so is some weeds. So we're currently waiting for it to put on a bit of size before we start weeding, because it'll be our luck we pull out the seedlings. We've got a row of carrots. Some of them are spilt out the side here, but there's a few rows of carrots through there. Edamame beans. A few of them are up. We didn't get as great germination on this. There was a whole packet went in there. That's quite poor germination rates. Not overly impressed with that. And all of our French beans, not a single one come up. All of my French beans at home come up. None of them here have come up. Possibly overwatering, I don't know, but they've all been resown. Some tomatoes. So Saturday we're going to build these beds. My dad's already had a go at this one. He actually dismantled them and made it one long bed, because OCD purposes wasn't allowing us to have the little walkway gap in between. We want 3 beds, so we're probably going to stack like these 4x2s, one on top of another, so they're the same height. We've got sort of 3 long 8-inch tall beds. So that's the Saturday's assignment. We've got some weeding to do on the asparagus. I'll show you the onions that my dad pulled. I mean, the white onions, they look great, and they did break at the neck. They're a great size. Fistful of onion, that's what you want. Some of them are a bit smaller, but they did equally fold. However, a lot of these flowered. You can see that's where we cut the flower off. So I think his reason for it was, the majority of these actually, you see this big chunky bit here, that's where there's a flower. And from the minute they flowered, they stopped swelling. We didn't really get any on the whites, but loads. Look, this is where the flower was. I mean, we chopped it off and tried to, but they just stopped swelling at that point. But these were onion sets, so were these. But they were just, I mean, you can't sniff at that. So anyway, they're in a sunny spot drying out. Peppers, not really much to say on them. They're growing, doing okay, but we have courgettes. I mean, that one's almost a picker. I'll probably pick that Saturday, give it another couple of days just to fatten up on the end. Versus this side. For whatever reason, the snails have just obliterated this side. We've left them in as like sacrificial plants, because they, every time a new leaf pops up, they're eating it. There's snail slime all over it. There's snails. So we're currently leaving it. These are probably now established enough with their little spiky, you can make out the hairs, the spiky hairs on the stems of these probably are enough now to stop the snails and the slugs climbing and eating the leaves. But so for the time being, we're leaving the little tender ones as sacrificial plants. Cannonballs and more runner beans. Runner beans already 3 foot. They're climbing, so this will be like another runner bean wall. More strawberries, more courgettes, more carrots, and there's some more fennel. We've already harvested some of this. I had it raw with some extra virgin olive oil and a bit of salt and pepper, and it was lovely. All the fruit is doing okay. We've got some apples, It's not a cherry. We thought it was a cherry. It's a plum. It's very similar to like cherry tree bark. So I thought cherry, and then these little beauties come out. So plums. And no denying, we have pears. And lots of them. So looking forward to those. Beast. Now, I think that might be a marrow. That doesn't look very courgette-y to me. We'll see. We're going to leave it and let it grow a bit more. The trouble is, you leave courgettes, they will grow to the size of a marrow, so it's hard to know. But something, I don't know why, I feel like another plot holder gave us a marrow plant, and this might be it. I can't remember though. So this is definitely courgette. I do think that is a marrow. So we're going to leave it and see what it turns into. It looks very marrowy though. So yeah, everything's looking good. Everything's looking good. We're going to be back up here Saturday, and yeah, I'll do a video of us building these. My brother-in-law works at he's a maintenance for like a manor house, a large manor house, and he does all the landscaping there, and he has wood chippers, and they make mulch, and because this land has got its own woodland, and they tend to the woodland, cut trees and make pathways, and as you can imagine, there's tons of pruning. It's all landscaped, so he has tons and tons and tons of his own soil compost that he makes, and it is like black gold. And the parsnips are in the black gold, Adrian's black gold. So the only thing I can think of, this is all like woodland mulch, hedging, grass cuttings, no manure, nothing like that, just all cuttings, bark, woodland mulch, just all this stuff. And that's what we put in this bed. So that might be why the parsnips are on steroids. So I can go to Adrian's place of work, and he's got a truck, and we'll bag it up into big bulk bags, and we can actually drive. There's a little roadway which we can use in the summer here. White butterfly, you're not getting my brassicas. Down there. So we can drive down there, and we can fill these up with some of Adrian's black gold. That's what's in these as well. So we're going to get them built, and then I'm going to tap up Adrian for some more soil. But we'll get them built, get them level. Gotta be level. Got to be equal, spaced apart. My OCD won't allow it. But yeah, so that's another update. My dad cleared this. It stunk, and it didn't really fill up because we don't really get tons of rain. But we took it away. Actually, this was thrown away from the job I was on. They'd thrown it in the skip, so I pulled it out, brought it down here. It's already half full, which is grand. But it's actually freed up another bed for us. So we've still got some rainwater collection and another area to grow some more stuff. So we can't sniff at that. Bit of compost that we made ourselves with some manure that we'd collected over the winter. That come out of down the back here. It was there next to the garlic, but we couldn't get to the back of that carrot bed to weed it, so we took it out and we've put it in that bay. Oh, I forgot the lettuces. Oh yeah, I forgot as well, we put rocket down here. And there it is. Just a bit down the back. We chucked a bit of soil in it. Chucked some rocket seeds in it. Now I've got some rocket. Might be a bit early, might bolt. But yeah. And side compost tomatoes. Self-seeded. Got to leave them, haven't we? Got to see what they are. So yes, I won't bore you watering these. I'm sure you know what that looks like. So I'll give these a quick slurp and I'll be back Saturday. So if you're interested, appreciate you viewing, and see you on the next one. Cheers.